What's good? You rocking with your boys are all rights reserved. I'm coming to you with another one. I know it's been a while, guys. Excuse me for that, as I gotta filter the information and make sure it's stressful, as you see. Let me explain this. So I'm getting new information, okay? Now this information is crazy. I'm gonna tell you the first part. There's two parts to what I'm getting information on. So the first part of the information has to do with Jocelyn. So now around the side, shout out to the commenter that went through the effort to make this confirmed. There's information now leading to the situation with Jocelyn Flores. It not only involved a friend of his going behind his back being involved, but they claim that it was a move called by a closer friend that's much closer than this other friend to actually setting her up in that situation that we know, including the person that was with her. I have not got your name or your nickname or whatever you go by yet. So if you can debunk this part, please reach out. I will give you the opportunity to speak to me and I'll debunk it for you. But they're claiming there is evidence that you had to do with the Jocelyn situation. Thus why you were not there with her. They're claiming this. And they're saying there's hard evidence. Now, this is all new. Even though it's quiet, best believe they're still investigating. That's what I'm trying to tell them. I've been telling them this. They are still investigating. And they found evidence that links you to having been involved, especially with the other people around that actually did it. Now, I don't know this to be true, but if that's the case, this makes sense leading up to what happened to X. It makes sense. There was plots being set around him by people conspiring, and part of it was taking her out. I don't know why. Maybe she knew something that we did never found out. Maybe she witnessed something, but there was a reason they targeted her. Maybe because she was close to him. Who knows? But there's now information showing that both sides of the relationship were involved in doing what they did to her. I highly doubt he knew about it, but I do believe they did it around him because of him, either to create some animosity or to send some message to him when this happened, but they weren't brave enough to admit they were involved because the people's names they're dropping, you were still around him. You were hanging out with him. You were acting as someone patting him on his back in a time of need, but they're confirming you were involved to the T. The thing is, it's funny because, and this is to the gentleman that released the book, it's crazy because you did so much research, but you didn't even make it this far. You didn't even have information like this. And that's why I start to believe they're the ones that do it for money. You're not really getting the info. You're telling people a narrative, confirming it. But behind the scenes, speaking to close people, this person got someone to confirm and admit that it was a setup on both his side and her side. Do you know how crazy that is? Guys, what you witnessed was the extent of jealousy. This is the extent of jealousy and them playing like they're his friend, but plotting. Planning and plotting in the shadows when they were supposed to be a good friend. And I don't know how far this information has made it. I do know it was given by someone connected to the understanding of what's going on around this situation. I know everybody are like, where's the next video? Where's this? But we got to confirm things. I have people that look out and go check things out. I'm not going to overstep it until they get back confirming with me. I don't do that. So it seems Jocelyn Flores was not a mistake, was not a mishap, was not a cut and dry thing. Not even, I don't care what they conclude. Where's the conclusion and evidence to say suicide? Again, I'm back to the same things I asked from the start. They never answered. Now it makes sense. Who all was in on it is the question. But it is confirmed that it was from both sides, someone close to him and close to her that was involved in her demise. That is confirmed now. My question is, why and when did the conspiring occur? This is cut and dry now. I told you, they're not going to look at it how I look at it. They're not. They're going to tell you what they think you want to hear, what will get you guys off the case and off of the understanding. But it's now confirmed. To the point the person who confirmed it is now looking for the evidence to back it up. The other person has it. They're a little sketchy on giving it out, which I understand. But now they're looking for what it is they told them. So now we have somebody on the ground searching this out, about to figure out exactly the details. So here's the thing too. You understand they could look at her phone records, right? Her text message, things she was sent, things sent to others around concerning her, especially if they believe you had something to do with it. I don't think you guys think, Barry. Like, they don't think. Does your brains work? Like, and I know you guys made calls and talked about it and text messaged about it. Doesn't matter. They erase it from their phone like no one will ever know. You do know the company you're with, the carrier, they will give up your information if feds run down on them. You notice. You know they're going to. Like, crime does not pay. Crime does not pay. I don't care what song you're listening to. I don't care. And if they're saying that, they're dumb. They're dumb. Crime pays because you never got caught. The karma is real. Wow. Wow, man. So now I fully realize, despite what the book's talking about, all that mumbo jumbo, not respectfully, because you pushed it as the truth, there is now evidence leading people to believe that are close to her that it was a setup. And even a person admitting, truthfully, behind the scenes, that to be so. Shout out to you youngins. This is crazy. I was telling them all along that it wasn't cut and dry. Now it's confirmed it wasn't with Jocelyn. So how deep do you want to bet it gets on X's side? If this was confirmed with a person that was connected to him, because obviously it was to affect him. It wasn't to get her, it was to affect him. Now it gets as deep as the fact that there's evidence concerning this conspiring. And these are the same people hopping in the comments on fake names or portraying a certain image to you guys or claiming they're innocent up and down when you're really involved, thoroughly involved. Do you get how real that makes it? I don't think you understand what charges come from this. Forget mastermind. We're going to call these charges under the jail charges. That's what they're looking for now. They're trying to put someone under the jail. If you guys don't understand that, it's a term that's used to say that you don't have an ally in sight when it comes to them putting you in prison. Because when charges start rolling down, people start talking to get themselves out of trouble or skipping and dipping. Yo, I told you, they're silent, but they're still working. I don't know how this can run it back on this because it's crazy. It's no way to even hide something like this. It's too high profile of a case still. They got guys in court saying they did it. Man, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, man. This is crazy, man. It's deep, man. How deep? You guys got to check it out. I'm going to keep you updated as much as possible. But again, I talk to y'all because I can't go into details because it is an active case. They are still grabbing their info, but the information is there. I will confirm that. It's there, and they're looking at it. They're sitting there looking and reading. They're checking her phone, checking her messages, checking if she got threats, checking if something was sent concerning her, checking what she was doing, checking cameras. There's no escape now. There's no escape now. Now it's who done it. Now we're playing. Now we're finally to the game of Clue. Who done it? And they have good ideas. This is no good. This is no good. Wow. Especially with Jocelyn. If they reopen that, yo, all rights reserved.